This video is for students who are quarantined when we do our math and science unit. It's really important for my class that you learn how to fill in formulas, calculate the answers, things like that. So I did this. This is on Canvas. You can open it up and you can follow along. We're going to do one page at a time, and each video will have one page, or the videos will get so long I won't be able to get them on Canvas. So it says doing math and science. You are going to be wondering whether you are in math or science class. This is a resource to look up how to write out a problem, how to decide how many digits to write, and how to read the formulas. The vocab. A value is any number expressed by a letter. Significant figures. Measurement values rounded to show how accurate your measurement was. And a unit is the same as a label. 5 grams, grams is a unit. Only elementary kids call them labels. You need to stop calling them labels. They're not labels, they're units. If you go to high school and call them that, they'll laugh you out of the room. Anyway, so it says how to read a measuring device. It says decide what each mark is on the measuring device stands for. Now, what I mean by that is, like, here is a centimeter. Every little mark or every space is a millimeter. That's not always the case, especially in our system. Sometimes, like this particular inch here is marked in 16, which is typical. Some of them are only marked in 8. When you were in elementary school, you had one like this that was only marked in fourths. So you need to look and see what it's marked in. That is true with other measuring devices, such as, let me see if I can get this so you can see it. This is a graduated cylinder, and you will see, you see 30 and 40. So you have to figure out what each mark or each space is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each mark is 1 milliliter. But if you look at, let's see, this one, I don't know if you can see this as well, but between 5 and 10, if you think those are all 1 mark, they're not. The longer marks are 1 milliliter, but the smaller marks are 0.5. So this is actually marked to the the tenth of a milliliter, excuse me. This one is even weirder. Again, I don't know how much of this you can see, but like between the 6 or 7 and 8, there are only 5 marks or 5 spaces. So it's 0.2. It'd be 6, 6.2, 6.4, 6.6, 6.87. So you have to look and see what it's marked in. So as you go through your paper, it says a centimeter side is marked in 10 equal parts. So the tenth of a centimeter is 0.1 of each space. It is accurate to the tenth. This ruler is accurate to the tenth. So if you use this ruler, you should write your answer to the tenth. This one is only, our system is a lot harder because this one is only marked to the 1/4. So you can either say 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, or 2. You can't say any other fraction because it isn't marked that way. Again, it says this one's only graduated in 5. See, 40, 45, 50. So it asks you, this one's accurate to the 10th, or accurate to 1. This is 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And it asks how many milliliters. Now I wanted to point out the meniscus. This curve, the water sticks to the edge of the container. It'll actually look more like this, like when you look at it for real. But you always measure to the bottom of the curve. The bottom of the curve. A lot of people want to say like 41 or 42 because this goes up here, but you really measure to the bottom of the curve. All right, so it says significant figures, significant digits, or sig figs. That's all the same thing, different things that people call it. When your calculator gives you a large number, how many digits do you write? And we already talked about this, that you've had this question before. This is important because you have to show how accurate you measured. So if your measuring instrument goes to the tenths, you would round your answer to the tenths. For example, you have 5 graduated cylinder with this amount of water. So it's saying we have 6.6 milliliters of water. and you say you have 5 of those. So to figure out how much water total, you'd take 6.6 milliliters times 5. Well, you can always use a calculator in here. So if you have to take 6.6 times 5, you get 33. The problem is your measuring instrument measures to the tenths. So since your measuring instrument measures to the tenths, you need to show your measurement is accurate to the tenths. So I would have to put a 0.0 on there. 33 would be an incorrect answer. All right, so that's the end of page 1. We'll start another video in just a second.